Mkhitaryan who gets there first. There's one of these carrots, ricochets off of Olivier Giroud. We always talk about the strikers being so streaky. They are rounding into form at the absolute best time. When you look at this game, goal a game, Lukaku 3 goals in his last 3. Dzeko the same ratio. Lautaro a goal a game in his last 8. On the other side, Olivier Giroud only scored once in his last 10 matches. So there's such a clear distinction between the form of Milan strikers and then the ones for the Nerazzurri. It's a 5-game goal drought for Frenchman Olivier Giroud, especially in the absence of Ibrahimovic, has been so important since his arrival. Mkhitaryan driving at the defense, spoken up by Theo Hernandez. Kept alive by Paella. Dzeko magnetizes the ball. It's Mkhitaryan. Will not keep his shot out.
We talk about Ethan. We talk about the first balls, the second balls, winning those battles. This comes from a second ball, picking up from Paella, then a little bit of quality. Hold up play from Dzeko. And wants that one back for sure. But it comes from the simple things in the game. The game of football is very simple, and you have to do the simple things right to get opportunities.
Well, we know the older folks love a good early bird specials. The 34-year-old Mkhitaryan and 37-year-old Edin Dzeko on the score sheet in that first leg. It's the first time ever in a Champions League knockout match that 2 players 34 or older both score for the same team.
Mkhitaryan has had his chance to add to that tally. And now it's Steve Monaco who draws the foul.
There's the foul on Lautaro from Tonali. He stops the counter-attack. And then there's this one, a little bit strong from Calabria on the back of Di Marco. And I think if you don't give yellow cards at some point, then you're going to continue to have this choppiness and these sort of tackles flying in, because players will push the referee. Players will read the referee and see, okay, this is what's a foul today, this is what's not a foul today. So the referee will at some point have to give a yellow card in this one.
Dumfries is closed down by Hernandez. Dzeko conducting as Dumfries has a step on tail. Squared in. He's looking for Lautaro Martinez. Broken up by Chow. Had to be alert. It was.
South, perfect fall football weather. And we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taking it about the 1. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a first down throw, Fields. This one left side, caught by Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now Fields. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Vision and speed, 2 of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And that is a situation where in a defender's mind, you just have to pick a point on the football field and think to yourself, I'm going to sprint full out and meet him at that point. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but he had the play diagnosed perfectly there.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, 21.6 miles per hour. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Isaiah Spiller. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Calais Campbell on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
He's airing it out for Williams. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game. But this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Back to throw here, Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 33.
I think this is a situation where quarterback coach and the sidelines will talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and 1 and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Past midfield, almost to the 30 before being taken down. 22 yards there, 1st down. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they run the option on second down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Now, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big question of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
And complete to Drake London. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Fields. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. A shotgun snap, Fields. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Back to throw, Fields. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Touchdown, Falcons! Cordell Patterson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got a pick before. It's my turn now to make the big play. And that's exactly what he did.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one.
To the air again, Herbert. Going deep here for Allen.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 42-yard line. Well, they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense after the turns.
Sometimes when you have a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
A gain of 3, second down.
Here's Fields. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Now it's Fields. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. And a gain there of 21 yards.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And it'll be 2nd down.
Off play action, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Fields going to get this one out on the perimeter.
And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they'll settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Aku just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the Plague did on the last one.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly have their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on 3rd down.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Fields now to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Herbert now. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Justin Herbert looking to pass. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here.
Haskins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team is struggling to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Great effort by Derwin James on the stop.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Fields. Got a man, it's London. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Fields. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is. His ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Fields. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Here's Fields. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. Koo knocks this one through the post. He's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Koo just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He finds his man, complete. That's Johnston. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Back to throw here, Herbert. He finds his target, Allen. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Again, Herbert. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Johnston. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Second and 4. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Rolling to his right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Herbert back to the air. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnston. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
And a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second and very short. Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Hopkins with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slimly, second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Toss wide side. This is Kamara. Try to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the completion good for just 3. 3rd and 7 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Now a throw here to his running back. He's got room past the 30.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one and a Charger first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there. getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a deep...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback, as he gets dumped.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. That'll go for a gain of 7. And third down and 6 to go. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this is caught by Williams. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 43. A good pickup there of 20 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
Herbert. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Nice, well coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Richie Grant. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive set.
I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to zeros. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And this one won't be remembered for many offensive fireworks, but they did enough to get the job done.
And that's why it's a team game, because sometimes you have to lean on one part of your team. And they leaned on their defense. In fact, they probably went over there and asked for some help. Like, guys, we just don't have it in this one. Can you hook us up? And they did in a big way. Said, no problem. Put it on our shoulders. We'll carry you home. And they did exactly that.
So for the Falcons, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, the loss will drop them to 6-2 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.